Hey y'all. Thought today we'd talk about exercise execution for the rack pull. So I've got the bar on pins. It ends up being just above knee height. You can go, just below the knees, mid shin. You can do all different kinds of heights if you want to. Um, Again, you can use this exercise for a lot of different reasons. To help out with deadlifts, different things like that. So that'll change how you perform it a little bit. Um, no matter what though, for me, I'm trying to do this as a back exercise. So, I've got to squat down slightly to get it. I don't want to just straighten my legs because that's going to obviously be more legs, more hips. So what I want to do is kind of pull back so that gets my back going, lats are contracting everything, and then just kind of extend. So that makes it more of a back exercise. That's what I'm trying to get, hypertrophy in my back. So that's why I'm doing it that way. If it was more for deadlift, then I'd push with the legs and come up. You still want to kind of pull back and kind of think about bending the bar this way. That way it just gets some better engagement in your back, holds things steady. So I'm kind of sweeping back towards me and trying to bend and come up. I'll reset, so put the bar back down every time, kind of reset quickly and pull again. I'm doing high reps just because it's fun to me. It'll make me breathe hard and I won't be able to talk after this for a while, but still, that's how I'm doing it. So hopefully that's a little bit helpful. We'll talk more about things in a second, but let me get started. Oh, all right, so I've been resting, but I'm still breathing a little bit hard just because that's heavy weight, 315 pounds for 20 reps, or 335 pounds for 20 reps. Again, you know, I'm not trying to shrug, but I'm trying to stay kind of stiff through here. Again, instead of letting the bar be out here, I'm trying to sweep it back towards me. That shoulder extension gets the lats to contract, and then I'm just trying to kind of come up. And I have to really concentrate on that because it's just natural to just do whatever to get up and turn it into more of a leg and hip exercise. But after doing that for that many reps, like my whole back is pumped up. I can feel like all the muscles there. So I do feel like this is helpful. We'll see. I've only done it for a few weeks, but we'll keep trying it out. But again, I love this exercise. You can, again, play with different heights coming from here. If you're doing a deadlift from the floor, a lot of times it's kind of getting past the knees that's the problem. So you could set the bar just below there to practice that. Build strength in that position. So that's what I like about it. It's very versatile and you can do it strength, hypertrophy, whatever focus you want. But like I said, even on a deadlift, one thing I think people do is they don't think about their arms. They just kind of grab it and they pull up. Even then, you want to kind of pull back here because that kind of pulls the shoulder blades back, lats get involved. It just kind of locks things in place and then come up. So it just gives you a more stable platform to pull from. And I think that can be helpful. One thing to like back position, I just try to keep my back flat. I don't try to arch and I'm not trying to round. So I think letting your back round during a deadlift, I think it depends on what your goal is. If you're a recreational lifter who's just lifting to kind of be healthy and build muscle, I wouldn't round your back. That puts your back in a more vulnerable position. I'm not saying it is the most vulnerable position or you'll definitely have a problem, but it does increase the risk for an injury. So if you're doing this for health, that cost benefit ratio is probably not in your favor. That cost is probably too high because it could lead to you not being healthy and having a back injury. Now, if you're a power lifter, you're in a meet, you're trying to get an elite total or win the competition, and your back has to round a little bit because you're going all out, well, then that cost benefit ratio might be in your favor. By doing so, it may allow you to accomplish that elite total and win the competition. That may be worth that extra risk. So again, just be clear. I'm not trying to say if you do round your back, you're guaranteed to have an injury. I'm just not saying if you round your back, you definitely won't have an injury. You could have it with a flat back too, but at least that helps decrease that risk a little bit. And so that's all we can kind of do is try to put the odds in our favor and then let things play out however they may. So again, just kind of depends on what your goal is. All right, guys, that's it for today. So I think that's all there really is about the rack pull. One thing I will tell you, so 20 plus years ago when I was really trying to first gain some weight, well, take that back. I tried when I was a teenager, just couldn't do it in early 20s. So kind of early to mid 20s, did the Beyond Brawn kind of program from that book by Stuart McRoberts, I believe. So it's 20 rep breathing deadlifts and just a couple other exercises. And so I only worked out twice a week, did that program, kept trying to add weight, made sure I ate a ton, and then decreased activity because I was used to, before that, kind of playing basketball most days of the week, plus working out with weights. And so, I mean, it did lead to me finally gaining some weight. I gained muscle, bless you, and gained some fat with it too. So, I don't think everybody always needs a huge surplus. I think for my body, I kind of needed that huge surplus for a time and then to decrease the activity levels as well. Now I don't need that same surplus to gain a little bit of weight, so that's a good thing. And that's why I always tell people, a lot of women especially think it's, if they start working out, they're going to just gain so much muscle and become huge. And I'm like, if it was that easy to gain muscle, there would be no skinny teenage boys. They'd all be just absolutely massive, especially with the testosterone they have floating around. But it's not that easy all the time. So, but that's it for today. I was able to add a rep or at least a one set on just about every exercise. The rack pulls, I kept the weight the same. Last week I didn't film it, but I felt like it was more legs because they were tired first afterwards, and then I felt my back. Whereas today, focusing on doing back, my back was pumped up. A little bit later, I felt some of my hips. So that was good. And then the only other exercise I wasn't able to add a rep on was incline hammer curl. I did 35 pounds for 11 reps and then a set of 10. So one set of 11, one set of 10, which is what I did last workout. And I just couldn't do more this time. But got Stormy with me again. She's doing better, getting more playful. That left eye's opening up some. There's some kind of film or something over it, but it's better. We'll keep giving her medicine. Hopefully she'll keep getting better, but she's definitely playing a lot more now. Finally using the litter box, so that's a welcome relief. But she's been a sweet little kitten, so we're glad we were able to rescue her, and I hope you guys enjoy seeing her from time to time on here. But that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. Again, I've put a link if you want some supplements. Check out Full Script. Got a link for you to get 25% off of everything in their store as a way to say thank you. And then I love protein powders. It's a good way to get some calories in, get the protein in that I want. True Protein, I've got a link there too where you get 10% off. I really like their beef protein, but they got whey, casein, they got everything. So check it out and see. They've got other stuff too beyond protein. They've got some supplements of their own as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I appreciate it again, and I guess we will see you next time. Bye-bye.